So we spoke to Paul Evans earlier after the briefing before the leak test on the furnace. Here we are this evening, it's now about 7 o'clock and the furnace is up to pressure, it's about 0.1 bar, and the guys are here. There's a swarm of people all over the furnace, top, middle and bottom, conducting the leak test. We're joined now by Robert Cross. Rob, you're looking after the main stack leak test. Tell us what's going on behind us here.
Yeah, we're just assisting the team here now. As you can see, we've got a lot of our colleagues from across the plant that come along to support. They're using the traditional soapy water test now to look at all the welds, all the entrances into the furnace, to check everything's gas tight, so there's no possibility of either gas escaping the furnace or air or water being sucked in during normal operations. So they're checking all the thermocouple stabbings, the welds, all the blanks on the furnace with the soapy water. They're looking for any sign of any gas leakage from the pressurised vessel, which would suggest we've got a problem. That's then being marked up and recorded, and all that will be pulled together to put together a plan to remedy any leaks that are found.
And Rob, there seems to be quite a bit of yellow paint. Is that kind of what you expected?
In this area, we'd be very surprised if we didn't find anything. Obviously, the furnace is of a certain age. It's had a lot of good work done in it, but there are some areas that haven't been worked on during this stop. And it's just about the furnace has cooled down over time. So this is really a belt and braces approach to make sure that everything that can be identified is identified.
So there's a few hours work ahead of the team here, and what happens then? Does another team follow it up and follow the yellow marks, and what do they do then?
Like I said, all the information will be collated, and then it'll depend on the severity of the defect and where it is. Some of them can be remedied as we're going along, just simply by a little bit of spanner work or with some hand tools. Some things may have to have some planning for a follow-up team to come back and perhaps check some of the welds or do some further mechanical work behind it. So it'll be a phased approach depending on the severity of what we find and where it is.
And when the furnace is blown in and it heats up a bit, does that create more leaks?
It has the potential to, yes, but by doing this exercise we hope to minimise any disruption when we start up, to allow us to have a good furnace recovery, and then any arising issues can be planned into future maintenance stop to maximise availability.
It's a hell of a piece of work, Rob, and very impressed with all the planning that's gone into it, and very impressed with the number of volunteers who are taking part. It's getting cold up here. How long have they got to go?
They've got a couple of hours to go yet, but they've been looked after today. They're all keen, they're all up for the challenge, and they're working hard, and it's great to have the support of people from across the site.
That's brilliant, Rob. Thanks very much for having us here tonight. Cheers.
Cheers.